That's when he starts. And he, that's good. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, anything in there. Go back a little bit. Hey guys, I know those of you who are watching me on social media, I'm gonna go ahead on and get you guys in. Yeah, just something with his voice telling people to do stuff is kind of what I need. Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna be coming out of the break for that, and then coming in from that break, I need "I Am" by Anthony Brown in Group Therapy. It's like "I Am Miracle." Right, so coming in, I'm going to use my regular intro, and then when I go to the break, I'm going to use the Richard Simmons thing, and then yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I didn't know Mary smoked. I'm going to talk to her. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. So those who know, for the past few days, I've been drinking some stuff. So we're going to do a show about my experience with drinking ketones. And I'm going, those of you who have been hooked up with diet fats and all of that, we're going to see. Hey, Nicole, girl, you need to get you some of this. For real, though. For real. You really do. Let me type in here. So invite everyone you know. And even if they're at work and they can't see it right now, I'm going to put a link, Drink for Your Life. I'm going to put that in the chat box.com. So everybody can go and do this 10-day challenge with me. I have Josh. Andrea, you like to go by Dre. What's your?
Yeah, it's Andrea, but I go by Dre.
Andrea. Oh, excuse me. She got a Andrea. I'm just messing with you. People always mess up my name. Andrea.
Funny story is my husband couldn't get it right, so he's the one that came up with Dre.
Oh, I like it. That's super cool.
Look at her. I was nervous. Dre was easier.
Gotcha. So yeah, guys. So just make sure you link on the page, because we're gonna talk about the experience. Everybody wants good health and great health. So we have. Give me your last names again.
Rapkin.
I want to make sure. Rapkin.
Like napkin, but with an R.
Oh, Rapkin. You know, I knew that before I got here, but if you don't write it down, you always forget.
It's all good.
All right. So we're just going to go in. You know what? Maybe I should go in with Richard Simmons. Oh, no, we'll do my regular show.
You are now tuned in to Today with Pastor J on WNZF News Radio, where we discuss inspiring and informative news. And now here's your host, Pastor Jearlyn Dennie.
Good morning. Good morning. Wake up. Good morning. It is a good and a great day to be alive. I'm telling you, I'm excited, super pumped up today. I have two phenomenal guests. They're not in the studio, but they are on the air, and I just can't tell you enough about them. I met them briefly. In fact, let me just introduce you. It's Andrea. Is that correct? I'm getting it right.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
And Josh Rapkin. So I met Dre. We're going to call her Dre for short. I met Dre last week. Because you know me, I was like, whatever. So I called my doctor a few months ago and told her that I wasn't focusing and that my energy level just wasn't there. So I wasn't sure if I was premenopausal or what the issue was. So this is what I told her. You know what she did? She gave me a mental health evaluation. Seriously, that happened. She's like, oh, you got to go see a therapist. So I do suffer from PTSD. I'm an MST survivor. So I just took her up on it, and I was like, fine. So I went to the VA to see this lady, tell her, look, I'm not focusing. My energy just isn't there. I'm thinking maybe, it's probably premenopausal. I don't know what's happening. Those of you going, you without energy, Pastor J, because I just go and go and go, but I just wasn't my full self, wasn't sleeping, several things, and I could not figure it out. So here I am, decided I'm going to go get me a yoga mat. My therapist said, you don't need medication. You good to go. Your faith is great. Things for you are really well. So why don't you try meditation and get a yoga? So I figured if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make my husband do it too. So I went and bought 2. I'm not doing yoga by myself. I'm just keeping it real. I went and purchased 2 yoga mats. On the way out from the store, I see this beautifully wrapped car that had pink, pink, my color, right? Had ketones on it. And I'm like, oh, I know a little bit about that. Cause I've been kind of cutting my carbs and trying to change my diet. And, everybody get on these fads. I'm not a fad person. So I kind of hung around her car for a little bit. She didn't even know this. Girl took forever. Dre, took you forever to get out the car. Took her forever. So I'm waiting for her to get out of the car. She gets out the car and she's all glammed up like she just left the yoga studio, looking all good. And I was like, what's going on with the ketones? And so we had a conversation. So I just want to thank you, Dre, for that. We had this conversation and she challenged me. She was like, oh, you got to drink this stuff. I'm like, I'm not drinking anything. This is what I was thinking in my head. But I really wanted a change in my life, but I didn't know how the change would come. And I had been praying about it. So I said, do I need to change my eating habits? Do I need to exercise? She said, girl, just drink it. So she gave me a 5-day supply because I convinced her that I wasn't paying for nothing. But she's like, no problem. I get you. I see where you are. And I want to tell you guys about my 5 days. They don't even know. So I have the husband on the phone, on the line, Josh and Dre. They really don't know what this transformation has been for me over the past 5 days. So they're going to be hearing it for the first time. Are you guys excited or are you kind of like worried? Josh, what about you?
No, I'm super excited. I was trying to get it out of you, but you didn't want to share. You were keeping it for today, and I'm excited to hear all about it.
I'm keeping it for today.
The
So
suspense is killing me.
So is it killing? So I'm like, I gotta drink this stuff. So I was really excited. Had all different types of flavors. I'm going, how is this going to make a difference in my life? But I was looking forward to see. At this point, I was desperate for anything. No one knew this. My husband didn't. Well, my husband kind of knew it. He lived with me, but he used to cuckoo. See, guys, I'm always cuckoo. So he used to that part, but I didn't know what was going to happen. Day 1, I drank it. I was like, okay, what's going on? The other thing I did, I drank it at different times of the day. So this is kind of like my experience, different times of the day. So I drank one in the morning, drank one midday, drank one at night, just to see how I would react. And I only did one a day for the 5 days. By day 2, the night of day 2, I started sleeping. Just that quick. The other thing I noticed immediately on day 1, that it suppressed my appetite. Let me tell you what happened on day 3. You guys are going to laugh because you're going to laugh. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't hungry. I wanted to eat. Is that normal?
Yes.
Is it? Seriously.
Well, I mean, look.
I was like, where my food at? I want to eat.
Yes. I think what happens is puts you in a good position to eat when your body's really hungry instead of chasing the what I call the blood sugar roller coaster that most of us are used to from eating carbs and sugars, and we tended to eat more out of loss of insulin and boredom and all these other things than actual physical hunger. One of the things that ketones do is they help you to realize when you want to eat for nourishment and fuel versus for all the things that most of us are eating for. So that's a really great benefit. If you were hungry, it was time to eat.
Well, I wasn't hungry. I just wanted to eat. I'm gonna be real. Look, I was not hungry. I just wanted to eat, but I wasn't hungry. So I noticed that immediately. But let's talk about ketones, because everybody's on this keto diet kick and, this roller coaster. I've seen people go and they starve and they do all these things and they're miserable. Their lives are absolutely miserable. And Dre, I just want to thank you so much because you gave me just simple instructions. You said, just drink it. Just drink it. What prompted you to say that?
Because 6 years ago, when we Prove It, when ketones found us, we complicated everything. And we could never find something that was sustainable until we found ketones. It's truly been, it's what, like, I'm sorry, we have echo, so it's messing me up.
Okay.
You get to hear yourself
He's,
twice.
he's fixing it in the studio, so he's
It's
all
all
right.
good.
That's okay.
But anyway, it's the first thing that's allowed us to make better choices without eliminating all these things and, not having this, but you can have this, you have to count this, you have to count that. It was the first time ever that we could just add one simple thing to our day and still live life. And for 6 years, my husband's been able to keep off 130 pounds.
130 pounds.
That's like a
Josh.
Backstreet Boy.
That is a Backstreet Boy. Oh, that's a whole person. So
Yes.
let's talk about your experience. What made you start with ketones and just drinking ketones? What made you start doing that?
So, I had been overweight most of my adult life, and I had tried everything. I promise you couldn't stump me. There wasn't a fad diet or a supplement or a gimmick I hadn't tried, but it was literally like the circle of insanity. I mean, I probably lost and gained 1,000 pounds over that decade before the 6 years. And it was always a short-term win and a long-term failure. It was 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And so I had gotten to the point, I guess you'd sort of say like rock bottom. The things had just gotten so bad. And I had these beautiful wife and beautiful kids. And I remember one day looking at my son and saying to myself, God, I hope he's nothing like me. And that was a really tough moment.
That must have been hard. I mean, you're looking at your son and you're going, please don't be anything like me.
It was the lowest moment, but looking back, it was like the best moment because it was in that moment that I knew I had to start making some changes. I didn't know what, but I just was enough. And so I started trying to read about different things and learn things, and the keto diet is something that came up. It wasn't that popular yet, but it seemed like a thing I could follow. But turns out I wasn't good at it. You have to be so perfect for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not a way to live. So,
and you're right, because a lot of people that I know, several people that start this keto diet thing, and it's like, once you're off it, if you make a mistake, have yourself a donut, you got to start all over.
You're
What's
done
so
for
different
days.
about drinking ketones?
So the biggest difference is if you do the diet perfectly, or if you starve yourself, which isn't fun and I don't recommend, the body would start to produce ketones, more specifically the liver. So ketones themselves have all these amazing benefits. The better energy, the better focus, the better fat loss, the better sleep, all the things that you're even starting to experience so quickly come from the ketones, not from the diet. The ketones are a byproduct of the diet. Before this technology, the only way to access ketones was to produce them through the liver endogenously on this perfect, really hard diet. Well, now this technology allows you to have ketones on demand. You drink bioidentical ketones to what your liver would produce, and it uptakes, and your tissues and your cells and your mitochondria and your brain uptake and utilize this
so
fuel
you're
the
telling
same.
me what people have been doing to starve themselves for days, you can drink it and it tastes pretty good. There was a couple of flavors that just were not for me. That's because I'm a finicky kind of person. But there were several. I went, wow, I can do. It was just like drinking just a little fruity drink. It wasn't anything serious. It wasn't like huge quantities or anything like that. I just replaced something else that I normally would drink with that. That's really what I did.
Yep. And here's what's really great. If you're familiar with ketosis, you can measure when you're in ketosis. People either pee on a strip, which I know sounds weird, but if you know, and you're trying to get it to turn purple, or you can prick your finger and do a blood test on a ketometer. So you can test yourself, drink a serving of this drink, and retest yourself 40 minutes later and see you're in ketosis.
You're kidding me. So being in ketosis, what does that mean? Because I know I've got people that's going, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about...
So ketosis, by definition, is an elevated blood ketone level, right? Over 0.5 millimoles to be precise. And you're in ketosis. But why does that matter? Because that's when the clear thinking, the better focus, the better energy, the better appetite control, the body starts to metabolize fat more efficiently. You get into...
And that's
all these
what we want to
amazing
do.
things.
We want to metabolize some of this fat.
Let me give you a sort of simple explanation. The body can only use 2 things for fuel. One is glucose and one is ketones. If you look at our existence on this planet as a species and put it on a timeline, like 99% of it was spent in ketosis. The last 300-400 years is when things started to shift agriculturally and all these glucose and carbs, and now live in a glucose-driven world, and it's cheap and it's easy and it's fast. But keep in mind, babies are born in ketosis. Ketones are found in breast milk. Ketones are our native fuel source, and it's what our body prefers and runs most efficiently on.
All
But
right.
before
Well, we
this
gotta take a
technology-
break, though.
Okay,
We're gonna
okay.
come back in just a moment, and we'll get into that. And I got a couple of
Sorry.
questions. I've got one person that posted a question, but don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You are listening to Today with Pastor J.
Oh, fun.
All right. So, do I take another break? I don't forgot. Okay, so let's just come in with my regular music now, and then when because I like to talk, don't I? Okay, let's go with the. Let me hear the song that I have. Anyway, the I Am. Yep, that's right where I want to go. Turn it up for me so I can jam. All right, that's where I want to come in on. We can start right back there. What you think about that? We're gonna be jamming.
Oh yeah.
I love
Okay,
it.
so Nicole has a question. Does it help with thyroid issues? So as we come in, that's going to be a question that I ask. And we're just going to move on from that. You ready, Mark? Welcome back to Today with Pastor J, and you are absolutely a walking, breathing, talking miracle. Absolutely, you are a miracle. And we're talking about something that I've been taking for a few days, just drinking. Drink for your life, drinkforyourlife.com. Just drinking ketones. And my fabulous guests are Dre and Josh Rapkin. Dre she accosted me outside the store. Actually, I accosted her. And I'm just excited. I've been holding back. Yesterday, one of my good friends, she was like, tell me how it's going. I was like, nope. You gotta wait. She was getting ready to drop $1,000 on one of those metabolic kind of things, and I was like, no, I think you should wait. I believe you should wait. You should try drinking ketones first, because regardless of why people are doing it, if you're looking for weight loss, or maybe you're not focused. Like me, I wasn't focusing. I started cleaning my house yesterday. I don't know what's been going on with me lately, but it's been really kind of good. So much so, I want everyone to drink it. Now, my husband, he does not have an issue with his weight, but he's been working crazy lately. And I'm wondering if this is going to help with his energy level. I mean, he has a 28-inch waist. He does not need to lose any weight.
He won't disappear, I promise you.
He won't disappear? Okay, good. So I'm hoping it'll help with his energy level. But how about thyroid issues? Do you know anyone because I know everybody is different, and this isn't like a medical treatment or anything like that. So have you heard any testimonies of people with thyroid issues?
Yes, for sure. Here's what I will tell you. We're not doctors, so we can't make medical claims or things like that. But ketones don't have any contraindications with any medications or conditions outside of a type 1 diabetic should have it monitored closely, because there's some different things there to be considered. And anybody with a serious medical condition, I would always recommend bringing your doctor in for supervision in that type of a role. But I will tell you, or I should say, and I will tell you, we have many people in our community that are thriving and doing amazing, that have many different issues, but thyroid specifically. Whoever asks that question, I'd love to connect you with some people who are living that and that could speak to it much better, because that's not something I've personally experienced.
Right.
And we have some really great resources and support groups and different things where there's a lot of that information. So we'd be happy to connect you to it. And short answer to your question is yes, it would be amazing.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the support that you offer, because Dre, immediately you hooked me up, had me a little group going with pictures and powerful testimonies of other people and their lives and what they have done. And I was able to hear, and I was like, but immediately the support was off the charts. It was completely off the charts. I love how you share your personal stories, and everyone's experience is going to be different, and everyone's doing ketones for different reasons. Like I said, sometimes it may be weight loss, or me, it was a combination of everything. I really wanted to focus, and I felt my body felt like it was depressed, even though my spirit wasn't depressed.
That makes sense.
And it's kind of been a pick me up. So on one of the days, I believe it was on day 3. Let me count. Yeah. Well, day 4, in fact. Day 4, I had a long day. It was like a very, very, very long day. So you know what I did on day 4? Day 4, I was like, I'm going to save this drink. Because I only had one a day. It was you can do 2 a day, what's recommended. But I had my little 5-day, 1-a-day thing. So I said, I'm going to save this like midday, because I'm going to need me a pick-me-up. Absolutely, it worked. Absolutely, it worked. So what's the science behind this? Because this is crazy.
You know, really, it's back to what we were touching on a little bit before. Ketones as a fuel source.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like 100 octane versus glucose 50 octane. It's sort of a simple way to understand it. Ketones are a very slow, long-burning fuel source. Glucose is a very fast fuel source. So when you start putting premium fuel in your body, it's funny, when we go to the gas station, we see premium fuel in our gas cap, and we have no problem getting the expensive gas, but we very rarely think about premium fuel when we put stuff in our mouth. From a scientific standpoint, you're taking and putting ketones exogenously into your body. Your blood, your tissues, your organs, your brain, and all these things are uptaking and utilizing this higher, better fuel source, and that's what's creating all these benefits. And there's a lot more science behind it.
Right.
I would actually encourage you. We have a lot of great resources, but I always say go out and look at Google ketones and almost anything you can think of, and you'll see lots of high-level research, and it's very, very interesting.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm looking at you right now, and 130 pounds. That's a lot. Now, Dre, you didn't need to lose any weight, but you're drinking ketones. What's up with that?
Yeah, absolutely. When he brought them home, I actually rolled my eyes. Because I thought it was just for weight loss, and I didn't.
She did a little bit more than roll her eyes. She might have called me a neighbor.
What did she do, Josh? She gave you that look like,
She acted like I was spending some money we didn't have on something that wasn't going to work, and here we go again. And might have had a couple choice words for me, too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was just, I was done spending money, getting no results. However, I was also very done feeling like the single mom doing everything on my own. Like, he was not only mentally checked out, he was physically checked out. It was just a lot on me. And so on day 4 of me watching Josh, I saw joy in his eyes I haven't seen in a long time. I saw him getting up off the couch, playing with the kids, asking if I needed help around the house. I was like, who is this man?
What's in that drink?
Exactly. And I, at the time, before ketones, very tired, stressed out,
Cranky,
anxiety. I couldn't sleep. My mind would race at night. After a long day of work, I'd come home and just check out myself, my kids, my husband. No one got the best version of me. So when I saw him light up, I was like, ooh, I don't know what that is, but I could use
I want some of it.
Yeah,
right? That's what you was thinking. Look, got him. So what is it like to have, your husband's 130 pounds lighter, but not just that, your energy level.
See this?
Oh my goodness. That's huge.
That's huge. That's huge too.
That is huge.
No, it's been amazing.
I tell people all the time, I not only got my husband back, but I definitely got a better one. As soon as he could start loving himself again, everything started changing.
Well, I can see that you're glowing, so it's working for both of you. Both of you have a super glow on your face. But we've got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Today with Pastor J. Okay, we'll do my regular. Go back in. How much time do I have left? 4 minutes. I guess I could do some. Give me some. Back to Richard Simmons if you still have them up. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring Today with Pastor J. Tradecoaches.org, thefloridamortgagecenter.com, and 500bankruptcy.com. Listen, couldn't do this without you. I tell you one thing we don't have to do, Dre and Josh, is, exercise is important. I was playing, Richard Simmons back in the day, sweating to the oldies. That used to be my go-to for real, right? And I'm going, I don't want to be doing any of this. But by drinking the ketones just over these past 5 days, it makes you want to do something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's giving me energy to do things that I never thought about before. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really surprised. Very surprised.
100%. And that's back to your point of just drinking. Like what I love about this is you don't have to get it right. You don't have to be at the gym on Monday and have your diet ready. Like, just start drinking it and getting 1% better every day. When I started 130 pounds heavier, I was too embarrassed to walk into a gym. Tying my shoes was a workout. I started just walking. After drinking ketones, I had more energy. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. 6 years later, I love working out. But back then, working out scared me, intimidated me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one person right now, because those of you who are watching me on social media, give a shout out to Nicole. She said, gee, she's taking her before pictures right now.
All right.
Go ahead on and take your before pictures. I want to challenge everyone to take your before pictures and then go to drinkforyourlife.com, drinkforyourlife.com. I'm challenging you 10 days. So I've just been doing kind of a 5-day, once a day thing. But for the next 10 days, I'm going to be doing twice a day for 10 days to see how I am. Dre, you said something about drinking water. And I know you text me during this whole thing. You was like, drink some water, girl. Drink some water. I'm like, oh.
So when your body is in ketosis, drinking ketones is a natural diuretic, so it'll naturally pull toxins, minerals, things that are no longer serving you. So if you're not replenishing your body with water, you will feel a headache and just not your best. To have the best experience, you want to make sure you're hydrated. So the rule of thumb is take your current weight and divide that by 2. That's how many ounces you should drink at the very minimum every day. And coffee, ketones, that does not count.
I'm going to be swimming.
That water.
Yeah, so I'm a very visual person, and I put rubber bands on my cup. Every time I drink one comes off.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it works for me.
Now, how about those, a lot of times people will start something and they go, oh, I can't do it. That's what's so great about drinking ketones is you can get right back on it immediately by just a sip.
If your esophagus works, you can do this. You can't do it wrong as long as you can swallow the ketones. And the best part is it'll make making better choices easier. And if you make a bad one, it'll give you an immediate recovery. So a slip doesn't have to turn into a slide, which has been really valuable to me, especially from where I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I told you, just drink it.
Just drink it. That's it. So I want everyone to go to drinkforyourlife.com. In fact, I'm going to devote most of this month on Today with Pastor J on people and their health and how important it is for them to maintain good health, not just physical health, but spiritual health, physical health, so many things is important. Your emotional health are important. And I have found just in these 5 days, and I was like, I'm not going to do any research. I'm not going to I listened to the testimonials. I saw the pictures and all of that, but I wanted to see what it was going to do for me. So in 5 days, my energy level absolutely is up. And guys, y'all thought I was something else before. You should see me now. I'm sleeping through the night. I wasn't even sleeping. More important, it wasn't that I'm sleeping now. My sleep is like a rested sleep.
Yes.
I've noticed that when I get up, I'm refreshed.
Yes.
Which I'm going, wow. So even if I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted because I was staying up all night, on the computer doing some things and working, that the sleep I got was really good sleep. That I'm not walking around like a zombie. So it's great. It has suppressed my appetite. I told you I wanted to eat. I wanted to eat because I was used to in a pattern of, it's time to eat. You need to eat something, but I wasn't hungry. So it did suppress my appetite. So, I really like it. I'm going to continue trying it out. I'm going to get some people to go with me. If you're listening to me or watching by way of social media, go to for your life. You know, people always want to run for their life, but drink for your life. It will improve your life. Start the 10-day challenge with me. Go there, sign up. We're going to talk about it again next week. It's been great. It really has been great. Josh, I can't thank you enough. Just talking to you yesterday, and Dre, just talking to the two of you, you've offered so much support. So guys, I'm in this with you. You can reach out to me. Go to todaywithpastorj.com. Hit me up on Facebook, on Instagram, or Twitter, any of these places. If you need my phone number, 855 Jearlyn. You can call me, whatever it is, and I will support you. Look, I'm gonna have Dre call you and tell you, just drink it. Just drink it.
Just drink it.
Just drink it. You don't have to look. Start out just drinking it. Don't worry about changing your eating habits. That's what I did. I wasn't even concerned about all that other stuff. I wasn't trying to do the Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. You know, my yoga mat is still rolled up. I just decided I was going to drink it, but my life has drastically improved in these 5 days. So my husband came home yesterday and he was just so exhausted. I'm like, he need to drink this stuff. That 28-inch waist don't need to go in here, but he really needs to drink it.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody. But you'll only release weight if you have release weight. If you have weight to release.
Right.
We have so many people that use this product that has nothing to do with body composition. It's cognitive function. It's performance.
Mood.
I would, if I'm able to, I would like to just say the great thing about the 10-day challenge is it's just an opportunity to begin. What if one simple drink could completely change your life? It did mine. It did hers. So this gives you a chance to experience it. You'll know within the 10 days if what we're saying is accurate. And if you don't, on the 11th day, you will for sure. But it's not a big commitment. It's a small commitment. It's a place to get started.
And all you're doing is just drinking something. That's it. Not even a whole lot of whoopla. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Listen, go to drinkforyourlife.com and join me in this 10-day challenge. And I want to remind everyone, on August the 14th from 11 to 2, I'm having my back to school giveaway, 2200 North State Street in Bunnell. That's the Church on the Rock building, Jearlyn Ministries back to school. We're giving away free school supplies August 14th from 11 to 2. You know what I say? If it's free, it's for me. God bless you guys. You know, yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. What are you going to do today? Today, you're going to go to drinkforyourlife.com and turn your life around for the better. God bless you. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. All right, guys, we are good. We will clean that up. That's the great thing about it being pre-recorded. You did great.
That was fun.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, guys. All right, those of you who are watching me, I'm going to put the website in here one more time. But seriously, I was like, let's